Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. But before we jump right in and get started, I just want to take a moment and say hi and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, we're going to jump in. We do have a new deck here. It's just a new tarot deck. I was drawn to the bright pink color. So we'll see what it gives. What do we have for the collective? I want that. All right. Coming out of the cold, or wanting to step out of the cold, wanting to find salvation, to feel safe. I hear it's a cold, cruel world, kid, is what I heard. So I don't know if that's like something a parent would say when you hit a rough patch in life. It's like just trying to let you know that, not every day is going to be sunshine, rainbows, and unicorn farts. Some days are going to be tough. Let's see. I don't know if this person is not with you now. This person that would have told you that, life is tough. And I hear again, life is tough, kid. So I feel like that's very specific for somebody, very specific. I feel like you'll know if that's for you. I hear this life isn't meant to be easy, but I feel like you know that there's a place you can find some type of emotional fulfillment. There's a person that feels like salvation. There's a person that provides, or who knows how to pour into you. I feel like I'm talking to someone who is debating on whether or not they want to step towards a situation. One, because it could be hard. And two, because they don't know if this person will take them in. And I want to say anymore. So I do feel like there is a past to this situation. How deep of a past will differ for everybody. I want that, whatever it is. Yeah, they're not sure if you're going to be welcoming. We've got this Queen of Swords. Now, she is soft-hearted. She's a loving person, but she's very honest, very truthful. She will be very fair, but she's not going to offer you that love and that emotion right off the bat. She's going to judge whether or not she feels that she can trust your words or not. She's looking for the truth. So if you come in with less than the truth, you might not get what you're looking for. I feel like she deserves, there's an emotional back or undertone to this truth that I feel like you coming in need to speak. And I feel like it's got to be felt. This truth has feelings to it, right? So I don't know if it was just words unspoken or words left unspoken that left this situation. Yeah, but that's why the words are coming in. These arrows of love and passion, this is communication, fast moving, coming in your direction, collective. Why? They want to celebrate a victory here. I feel like this person, so this is either you or someone you're dealing with. I do feel myself flip-flopping. I hope that doesn't confuse you. But I do feel like you could be on either side. That is Spirit's way of letting me know you could be on either side. You could be on the receiving end of this person. You could be this Queen of Swords type energy or this King of Cups type energy coming in, right? We do have air and water. Doesn't have to be the air signs and the water signs, although it could be, right? Just an extra clue there. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's been waiting. Now, this Queen of Swords has been waiting for something to happen in this situation. I feel like she just knows deep down that this person is coming in. Like I said, either you or this person. I feel like this King of Cups was feeling quite a bit defeated when it came to this situation, mentally and emotionally. I feel like exhausted. I'm seeing the water in the background and the swords here. So I do kind of feel like this situation was something that they kind of allowed to fall to the wayside. They didn't really attack it while they could. Like when it first came up, they let it slide. And I feel like the longer they let it slide, the harder it got to address the situation at hand, Does that make sense to you? And now they want to sneak back in, but they know they're not going to be allowed to do that. It's like a part of them wants to step in very quietly because they don't want to stir things up. They don't want a war. I feel like what they actually want is balance. They want forward movement. They're having a really hard time getting out of their head. And I feel like the fact that they can't, what they really can't get out of their head is the love that they think they missed out on. And I feel like they're not wrong. That Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups energy has a lot of love to give. An intelligent, quick-witted mind, someone who sets healthy boundaries, someone who's deep and loving. And when you are a deep, loving heart, you have to set healthy boundaries when it comes to the way people can step into your life and the way people treat you. You have to have those very healthy boundaries, right? I hear givers and takers, which it kind of comes up a lot. It's like takers rarely set limits on how much they take, so givers always should, right? And I feel like, yeah, this is a loving situation. This is a choice. And I feel like it's coming back up again. So I don't know if this is going to be the last and final opportunity for this situation. That's kind of how it feels to me. I feel like somebody rested before this battle. This is truly a battle for the person stepping in. This is stepping outside of the comfort zone. This is trying to fix things that were left like this in this Three of Swords energy. It's hoping you're lucky enough to get it to go in the right direction, that the river of tears have stopped flowing and this person sees that there can still be something between the two of you, right? I feel like this isn't a new person. This is in the same situation this time. And they're going to speak their truth. They really are. They're passionate about you. And I feel like when I see this Page of Wands, this is that young, passionate energy. It's like, we can accomplish anything. I can fix anything. It's that before life really hits you with those heavy situations and you're very optimistic, I feel like that's the energy. So no matter what age this person is, they're coming in this young energy, this optimism. And I feel like that's what it's going to take to get you to accept this offer. They're very fearful that you won't accept the offer. Justice in the situation would be to step forward like the Fool. So I don't know if they ran out or they didn't come in the first time the way they wanted to. I feel like here they come passionately though. So yeah, it's the opportunity for, and they're hoping you take it. Is there anything else? Yeah, it takes a lot of strength for this person to step towards you because they're going after what they really want emotionally. I feel like this could be a new experience for this person. It's like chasing after what fills their emotional cups versus what feels right in the moment, what's just fun, what's something to hop around to. I feel like there's something a little bit more here. Yeah, there's something a little bit more here. Yeah, you're an Empress, or or this person's coming toward an Empress. Either way, or you're going towards, right? I feel like wanting to make it happen. I feel like this person has all the tools necessary to make this union happen. I am going to drop it here. I do feel like we have the King of Pentacles at the bottom, so there is going to be stability in this situation, or the opportunity for something very stable, very rooted in place. I really love it. I think it's great energy. It's always entirely up to you whether or not you choose to accept this offer. I'm just the reader. I just let you know what is coming so you can make a well-informed decision about what you want for yourself, right? But it looks good to me. This, yeah, they want to come out of the cold and they want to step into emotional fulfillment. They want you to give, right? They want the opportunity for that is what keeps, as a recap. Yeah, I feel like I have to put this here. And I saw the Fool, so hopping in with an offer. Fool's leap in your direction with a big offer. Okay. All right, we've got the Broken Mirror. So I do feel like this might have a little bit of heavier energy, but I guess we'll see. All right, Spirit. What do we have for this collective? I was drawn to it this morning, so I do feel like it has something. I want that one. Okay. Unfinished business. Okay, let's see. Where are we going from here? Self-love. And desire. Okay. I feel like I see a tower in my mind, so I feel like this was a tower situation. This is a situation that broke down and never went the full length of what both of you or one of you assumed it could do. I feel like somebody or both of you had a picture that this situation could go the long haul, and I feel like it could have if the right amount of energy was put into it from both, right? These forever afters with these seashells, this type of energy, it takes two people to really work hard towards it to make something work and make it worthwhile, right? It can't just be one person pouring into a situation and keeping it afloat all by themselves. Those types of situations, they don't work, right? It's okay to help tide your person over if they're having a rough day. It's like, it was just a rough day. It's not a rough life, you know? And then you balance each other out the next day, or, you know, if somebody's going through a rough patch. But I feel like this was just one giant rough patch, one person pouring in and trying to hold up a relationship for two. I feel like this broke apart. I feel like somebody had to do the self-work. Love yourself. I feel like two people did the self-work, to be honest. I feel like one had to set healthy boundaries. The other had to learn self-love. And I feel like the other loved self, but maybe didn't realize that they weren't loving self enough. And I do feel like that's you in this situation, collective. Could go either way. As always, these readings are general and timeless. So get in where you fit in. This could be a past situation for you. It might be going towards the future and what the here and now is. That's kind of how I feel like this is going. This could have been a very push-pull energy between the two of you. There was a lot of desire, a lot of passion between the two. You know, this could have been a situation where never actually fully manifested into a relationship. It was two people who were passionate about each other and confident that it could go somewhere, just that it never actually took off is another situation I'm seeing. All right. Snooping. I feel like somebody who feels like this situation is not done. Somebody might feel like this is just a past situation, it's way long gone, and the other is saying, I still feel something. I might have to see what this person's up to in life. I've done a lot of work on myself. Maybe I could step back in. Maybe we could give this another go. I feel like this person could have been stubborn for quite a while, trying not to be very flexible. I feel like it's like once somebody gave up, the other person thought, well, wait a second, maybe I want this now. I feel like it was the loss of you that kind of switched this person on. It's like they're realizing what they lost the opportunity for. Yeah, it's like now they're hurting. I feel like you went through all that hurt. It was a long time of working through the hurt and doing the healing work. I feel like this person is just getting to the fact that it hurts to lose now what they realize they want. I feel like you saw a lot of red flags, and if you look back in retrospect, I feel like you could see the signs that that person wasn't ready. I don't know if it's anything more than that. I feel like it was just the fact that somebody wasn't ready, and I feel like you'll very clearly know that if this situation was for you. Yeah, I said was, so this could be the past of the situation. We could be moving into the future energy as well. Let's see. Unknown caller. I feel like this person may be calling your old number, seeing if it's still yours. They might hang up if you answer the call because they weren't prepared. Distractions, temptations. I feel like you are the distraction. You are the temptation. Pictures. They may be reminiscing, looking at old pictures, thinking about the toxic situations or the things that happened between the two of you. I feel like this person is just now really seeing with clarity. Maybe they had some envious people around them. I do kind of feel like, or some haters or some spiteful, jealous people. Could have been friends, could have been family members, could have been anybody. But I'm just kind of feeling like this person is really kind of seeing the big picture. Maybe the fact that they were being a little childish or immature about the way they held back, or the way that they had you kind of pouring all the energy in while they weren't giving. I just kind of feel like there's something more. Yeah. I feel like that's something they've been keeping within them, that secret. Let's see. Opposites attract. I feel like they just felt that way with you. The two of you are opposites, yes, but I feel like it would have worked really excuse my mouth. It's still not working. I do feel like this person thought that it would have worked really well had they actually participated in this situation with you versus just allowing you to do all the work. I feel like they know that very clearly. I feel like that might be a surprise to this person, that they're, I don't know, that they're maturing in the way that they are, that they see with the clarity that they see now. It's like, I just feel like they didn't see the same way when the situation was actually like, you know, up and running. So I feel like they know that you'll give them the cold shoulder. If you've seen them out, you might have done so, not really reacted or not really bothered with even a hi or a hello. It was just sort of like a, you know, a very slight, if at all, acknowledgement. And I feel like that maybe hurt this person, because I think they always kind of felt like they could go back to you, right? That you'd always be open to them because you were always so loving and kind, and you always put in double the effort. I feel like that might have been, yeah, I feel like that conflict, I feel like that's what provided them with clarity. It's like they burned that bridge, and I feel like that's what really kind of woke them up. I feel like the pain of actually realizing they lost you, that you're not an option for the future, is what really kind of thrust them into seeing with clarity, doing the healing work. They may want to come back with this conflict resolution. And they might actually give you the right amount of time to either say yes or no to this situation. They might give you time to think about it. It's like they're going to put it all out on the table and let you decide whether or not you want to jump in. I kind of really love that. I feel like this person has done a lot of maturing. Now, as always, it's up to you. I would never tell you that this is right for you or it's not. That's entirely up to you. Everybody's past in this situation is going to be a little different. You would have to decide whether or not it feels right for you, your heart space, your mind, what feels right. Is this a healthy situation? Is it still a little toxic? You know, going to be different. Yeah, is it still a little toxic? This might be something that you're worried about, that you step into it. It looks okay, but it could be toxic. I would say dip a toe in. You don't have to jump in with both feet when it comes to a situation. You could tell the person right out of the gate, look, if we give this another go, this has to move really slow. I have to be able to feel my way through this because of everything that happened before. And I feel like if this person is a healed person, they will understand that. And they will understand that they need to move it slow. They need to regain your trust and show you who they are now. So it's going to take a lot, right? But I feel like if this person's done the healing work, they're ready for that. They're ready for all that they need to give. This could be soul contracted between the two of you. You might start dating again. This person might want to take you out on a few dates and show you the type of person that they've become versus who they were. They just might have turned into this high value person. I feel like they see you as that high value person. They recognize your, I feel like it doesn't take much to look back in retrospect and see all that you provided or all that you were willing to give, all that you did give. And I feel like The only part in question is whether or not they can give in the same way that you can give. And I feel like that's what you're looking to see right now because you're that high value person. I really love it. I feel like you might be asking your friends or family members, people who've been through situations before, what do you think? It's like, what do you think I should do about this? Do you think I should give them a chance? And I feel like really what they're going to say is follow your heart. It's like, what do you feel is right? You might have some people that oppose. Yeah. You might have some people telling you to kind of avoid this situation. But I really feel like this is going to at least, I want to say come full circle. I do feel like there's going to be something of the dates going on where you meet up with this person and you actually see what they're offering. I feel like curiosity might get the better of you. Yeah, look, we have the X. It was in reverse. Maybe I should have left it that way. I do feel like the opportunity to become more than just the X is here on the table. Of course, it's always up to you, but that's what I'm seeing. There is a past person getting ready to come in. They feel like there's unfinished business here. It's like their soul won't let them rest. There's something more that they want to heal. That hurt, they want to heal that. And I feel like part of them wants to show who they've actually become. That they've healed, that they've grown, that they could be somebody that you could be proud of. I do feel like, or that you could trust in or believe in. And I hear again. So I do feel like there's a depth in this person's heart space that really wants your approval of who they've become now. So, all right, let me take a sip because that's hard to kind of disconnect from. Wow. Okay, let's hop in here. If I can. All right. Let's see what we've got. All right, I saw two that I kind of want. Breakup, forever, and missing, thinking of you. Okay. Okay. I feel like I made a grave mistake. Okay, so I do feel like this person, I'm going to try and say it one way so it doesn't get confusing. I feel like there's a lot of flip-floppy energy. Like I said, there's never any shame about being on either side of the reading. We're all here on a learning journey, so, you know, get in where you fit in. It's okay. If you make mistakes, we all make mistakes. That's just life. That's how we learn. I do feel like there's someone coming back in and they might have said, it's over and it's over forever. They don't want to deal with you. And I feel like they said these things out of anger and because they wanted to hurt you. I feel like it hit the mark. I feel like it did. But now they've realized that they made a grave mistake because why? They're missing you terribly. They made themselves your enemy and they might have even done things that made you really dislike them. But I feel like when it comes down to it, they're still very angry. And I feel like they're angry mostly at themselves because they still love you. They still see that you're the soulmate. We do have twin flame energy here. This would really have come from a very toxic energy. Could be a divine connection, you know. Sometimes they do go through these very toxic cycles here. We have anxiety and worry. I feel like someone is worried that they're not going to be able to fix all of what they've broken. They might have to travel in your direction to do that. They could have cheated, broken your trust. Yeah, this person is really dealing with their fears and anxiety when it comes to this. It's like they don't want to, yeah, they're looking at you, divine feminine. They're truly seeing you. Now, whether you're masculine or feminine or male or female, it doesn't matter. This is just the energy of the nurturer. So I do feel like the fact that you're not nurturing anymore, this connection, this person, you're not showing up in that way where they know that you're thinking about them. It's like their worst fears have been realized is kind of Yeah. And now they're just the secret admirer. They watch you from afar. They feel like it's fated to come back together. They feel like this person may be saying that you are their twin flame. You are their high-level soulmate. Whatever name they're putting on it, because I feel like it's just they know they feel the connection with you. So, you know, the biggest word that they can think of a lot of time is twin flame, right? The highest level you could have. But I feel like that's what this person is thinking. It's like, that's my person, period, point blank. That's my person. And I know it's like, I want to say, I know I have to be courageous. So it's like, whoever this person is, they're looking at you and knowing they're fighting their fears, they're fighting their anxieties, because they know in order to get this back to where they want it, they have a lot of explaining to do. They have a lot of, it's going to take a lot of courage and strength to step back into something that might feel like it's going to be a war zone to this person. It's like, and I hear, I've created this mess. So it's like social media, keeping tabs. And I feel like for a very long time as well, I feel like this person never stopped watching you, never stopped looking into you. They still have those romantic feelings, and they're hoping that underneath of it all, you do too. Yeah, they're trying to be very strategic. I feel like coming in, they will be very strategic. They're at that crossroads. I feel like they know that they can either step towards you or possibly lose the opportunity to do so. I don't know if you are starting to get back out there, you're starting to date, or you're looking to date, or they just feel it. They feel the connection growing thinner and thinner, you know, that connection cord that's stretching. They might feel you less and less, and that's why they're thinking it's going to end and I'm going to miss out. This energy has been coming through for the past couple of days now, this missed opportunity or a near miss. It's like, I feel like this person was grappling with their insecurities for quite a while. They might have done the work though. We do have whole inner growth. So there could have been quite a bit of time that's passed. This is the same type of energy. There could be a lot of high-level soulmate connections coming in. I did see mask in reverse and proposal. So I do feel like this person could be coming back in. Yeah. I feel like you're the muse, you're the inspiration. Ex-lover, old spark, I'm telling you, here they come is what I hear. Mimicking, shape-shifting. I feel like this person is really trying to mold themselves into what you need or what you want or what you wanted from them before. It's like they remembered that. They remembered what you said you needed of them, but I don't know that they were in a good enough place to provide that. I don't know if they had it in them to pull out at that moment. I feel like, you know, a lot of times in situations when we step into relationships, we look at what could be, we look at the potential, and I feel like you did that with this person. You saw all that they could be, all that they could give, and you knew they were capable of it deep down, and I feel like that's why you were so disappointed when this didn't work out, because you knew they had it in them. But the thing is, I think you saw their potential before they could see it in themselves. And I did hear something, it was along the lines of, always take a person for what they show you in the now moment. Never kind of take on a person because of the potential you see in them, because they never have to rise to meet that expectation. And I feel like that was so true. You know, that person, you could see it in them, but they never, you know, it's not necessary for them to do that. They can stay exactly who they are for the whole of their life. They never have to rise to meet that beautiful expectation or what you see for them in the future, right? So it's like, always take it. It's like, this is who I am. When someone shows you, believe that. right? That's who they are, and they don't have to change, not for anyone. They could spend their whole life being that person, right? And I feel like that might have been something that you learned. But guess what? You're going to be hearing from this person. Yeah. Why? Because they want a family with you. They want to either create a blended family, or they want to create a family with you. They just want that opportunity. And I feel like they've probably done quite a bit of growth. I keep seeing this whole inner growth, and I feel like this person wants to come in and show you their new energy. I feel like that's what it comes down to. There's a lot of this. There is a wave of soulmate energy coming through here. It's been coming through in the readings for the past, I want to say, week now. So I do feel like there's a wave of soulmates coming into unions. So it could be from the high level all the way into the really sweet connections with the, sweet soulmate connections. So all different levels, but I do feel like it's coming in to be an opportunity. Like I said, you never have to take it. It is just the opportunity. You can say yes or no. All right, let's see. What do we have for the collective here? What do we have for this gorgeous collective? I'm holding it in reverse. Yep. We have commitment here. Patience and, letting go. Okay. Oh. All right. There is someone who may be letting go of a commitment because they want to be with you. I don't know if this is someone that I don't think it's someone you're waiting on, but I do feel like it's someone that's decided that they want the opportunity with you. And because they do, they have to let go of a situation that's not working. It's kind of what I'm getting. It's like, I don't know if the marriage or the union that they're in is stale. It's not moving forward. It's not something they're happy in, but they were staying because it's convenient. I kind of get that energy here. So they might be telling you, have patience. I'm really making the changes. And I hear, yeah, sure. So it's like, I don't know if when you met this person, you didn't know or did know that they were in a commitment with someone else. I do feel like you're a respectful sort is what I hear. So I do feel like it would never be anything you would interfere with. I just don't feel like you're that type of person that I'm talking to. I feel like if you found out that this person was with someone else, you were very respectful of that connection. Yeah, I hear I don't want someone that doesn't want me, which I really love. I feel like connections should always be respected, in my personal opinion. That's just me. But I feel like this person is letting go of that because, yeah, they feel something with you. I see this heart-based connection. It's like, I don't know if you light them up or you make them feel alive again, or you make them feel like there's something more. They might confess to you everything that they're thinking. You might get a confession very soon that someone is maybe already signed paperwork if there was an actual divorce that had to happen, or that they've started boxing up their things and they've talked to their previous partner about separating and moving and all that stuff. I just feel like this person might confide in you that they made these changes because they had a mind to step in your direction. I do kind of get that. It's like, I almost feel like, don't let go. Don't, just be patient. Be patient. I'm making changes as quick as I can, but also being respectful of the past. I feel like this is a good-hearted person, but maybe they were just kind of going through the motions. Let's see. Is there anything else? What do we have, Spirit? Yeah, they need to move on. This could have been a toxic situation with someone that they were staying with. We do have narcissist. So maybe they just stuck in there as long as they could. We do have a yes. We do have water sign as well. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Ophiuchus could be. So it could be you, the person you're dealing with, or their ex. Let's see. Communicate. I feel like they are going to communicate this to you. I feel like all of this is going to be communicated. Maybe what they had to go through, why they stayed. I wanted to say why they stayed longer than they should have. And I feel like sometimes in these very toxic situations, people tend to stay longer than they should. Longer than they know they should. It's like, I keep hearing, I don't know why I stayed so long. I don't know why I hung in there as long as I did. I feel like this person is looking for true intimacy and someone that they can really connect with. It's more than just sexual. It's more than just passion. I feel like this intimacy is something where there's that bond, that trust. And I feel like they know that they could have that with you. I feel like they can openly communicate with you and actually be comfortable doing so, which would create that intimacy that they've not been feeling, especially if this is a narcissistic person. They just don't connect on deeper levels. That's not something that they do, right? So I could see how that would be something to strive for, right? Intuitively, you might have known that something was going on with this person and what they were dealing with in the past. I feel like they were hopeful, maybe even kind of manifested you. It is a gamble, it is a risk. To step in your direction or to accept this invitation to step into something. It's like, I don't know, did this person do their healing work? I don't know, collective. I feel like it might be a little different for everyone. You might want to say, well, let's give this time. Let's start off as friends. Let's, create that bond slowly before we jump into something. It's like you might be wanting to dip a toe in to kind of explore this connection, but without actually jumping in to something too soon. I don't want to be the rebound person, which is also a good thing. It's like maybe the two of you meet up and you do the dating thing for quite a while. It's like where it's not serious, but it's also understood that the two of you are working towards something. Does that make sense? It's like they're drawing a line, right? But I feel like it's a healthy boundary, right? I feel like you just want to make sure that they're not hopping around, that they're not giving you a song and a dance. It's like that what they're saying to you is true, that they're not just ready to hop around to a bunch of other people. Or maybe you're saying, date around for a while or get out there a little bit because I don't want to be your rebound type of energy. Could be something like that. It's going to be a little different for everyone. But I do feel like there is some hesitation. Yeah, that's the challenge. There is some hesitation. They might have a hard time moving out of the place that they're at. Sometimes you got to save up a little money before you can move out and get on your own. So that might be something too. It's like they want to start dating you, but they're still living with their ex. It's a kind of strange situation and one that maybe you don't trust right off the bat. Or you want to look into it and make sure that they are really just telling the truth. Because I know there are people out there who are on dating apps who are married and, out there causing trouble. So I do kind of feel like that could be something too. You just kind of want to, yeah, look, we have spy. So you might have friends looking into this person, trying to see if they can find out anything online about this person, trying to see what their status is, if they have a wife, if they have children, if they actually got divorced, if, what they're telling you is the truth. Could be something along those lines as well. You could just meet this person out and about somewhere. They could hit on you, come on very strong. This might be something that they do all the time, never know. But I feel like we do have distance in reverse. So I feel like this person lives close by or is close by or, yeah, give it time. I feel like step towards this very carefully. And I feel like that's what you're going to do. Yeah, I am going to drop it there, but I feel like that's what Spirit's almost advising. And I feel like that's what might feel comfortable to you as well. Just to kind of really take this slow before you hop in. Make sure you see the story really, really straight for what it is before you hop in and create a mess in your own life, because this person, you know, has got a mess in their own life, right? It's like you don't want to take on this person's mess, right? So could go a lot of different ways in this situation, but Spirit's advice is to give it time, take it slow before you jump in. Like I said, you don't have to jump in with both feet. All right, last deck here. All right, which one didn't want to come up? Resurrection. Didn't want to come up off of the table when I tried to pick it up with my fingers, which kind of let me know that it was something here. Unwavering faith. Hold on one second before I jump into it. Valley of Shadows. I feel like I'm talking to someone who just knows what they know, you know? I feel like this is someone who's got that clear knowing. So that crown chakra is really lit there. I feel like someone knows that no matter what, even if they can't see, it's like they're in the shadows. Their future is shadowed. Where they're going is shadowed. I feel like you just know that it's going to be fine. You just know that either this person, it could be a person that you've got in your heart space. I feel like you just know that this is for you, even if it's not for you in this now moment. I feel like you have full and complete faith that it doesn't matter where you're standing, you know where you're going. It's like you can go through the dark and know you're going to be just fine, that Spirit will bring you back into the light. I feel like I'm talking to someone who's been through, I want to say many battles, and your spirituality has really gotten you through a lot, or your connection to Spirit has gotten you through a lot. Roots of stability. Yes. It's like you're always deeply rooted. I hear I'm rooted, but I flow. So I feel like you're not wrong. You're not wrong about being fully connected. I don't know if you go about spirituality different from maybe the people around you, and maybe they worry that, or they point a finger and say that because you do it differently, you're not connecting to the right things, or you're not. But I feel like you would be so surprised who the most spiritual and connected people are. You know, sometimes it's you can't see it by sight. I feel like it's a feeling. It's something different. I feel like you'd be very, very surprised who is as tuned in and tapped in and connected as they are. Commitment. I feel like this is a commitment to the path, commitment to purpose. Vortex of change. Yeah, you just know change is coming. And I feel like you're not wrong. So if you're going through these tough situations right now, or, you know, life is a little dark, you're going through a dark night, I feel like I don't even have to really tell you not to fear. I don't feel like you are. I feel like you're kind of just walking through it. You're powering through it like a, I want to say like a champ. Okay. You could be a seasoned veteran on this spiritual journey. I do feel like I'm talking to someone who's been through many a dark night of the soul. It's like many a healing process, and you just know at this point that you're going to dive into it. I feel like you're so brave that you dive right into the darkness, into the depths, and seeing if you can pull whatever it is up by the roots. It's like you're very familiar with the way Spirit works, and you know that when you come out on the other side, you're going to be in that light. Everything's going to be very, very clear, and you're going to raise up in your vibration. That's who I feel like I'm talking to. I feel like you're just very clear on your path. You might even know who's meant to be on your path up ahead. It's like, I don't know if Spirit has given you dreams about this, because I see something about the commitment. You might have dreams, and it might not look promising, but Spirit's telling you that you already know. It's like you already know the truth. The worthy goal. Yeah, you know, I feel like Spirit is pushing you to accomplish all of these things. And I feel like you just say yes. It's like you're that yes man or yes woman when it comes to Spirit, when they say, hey, we need you to do this, and you dive right in, no fear. I feel like that's who I'm talking to. Enjoy, and you're enjoying the journey, genuinely. Embrace each moment fully, staying open to new experiences and lessons along the way. Spirit on deck. That's exactly what's going on here. Your inner vision. Boom, Spirit on deck again. You know where you're going. Cut through all the fog and confusion with your power of discernment. I feel like you truly just see where Spirit is leading you. I feel like you have full trust and full faith, and they give you a very clear picture. I feel like this is just steady progress along your path. You're very familiar with the way Spirit is pushing you. I really love this. You know, when they give you periods of time where there's no movement, you trust in that as well. You know that it's time to stop and reflect, right? I feel like you don't get nervous along the path anymore. You just are kind of very open to what comes and goes. And I feel like that's what opens the door for all those opportunities and possibilities to pass through. You're in a state of allowance, and I feel like that's a very powerful place to be. You know you're protected along the journey. It's like nobody has to tell you that. You just know. Unity blooms. It says foster harmony and connection with your community, nurturing bonds that bring us together. I feel like it's really helped you open up and form deeper bonds with those around you as well. I feel like your commitment to your spiritual connection is a really, really beautiful one. The one that you share with Spirit, it's like, I hear living, breathing version of Spirit. It's like you really embody that energy and you share it out. I feel like you really have incarnated for a big purpose. I feel like that's who I'm talking to. I feel like if I'm talking to you here, you are a very rare individual indeed. And I love to see it. This is amazing energy. I do want to say, the ever student and the always teacher is kind of what comes to mind. It's like you're still the student, but you are in fact a teacher. You could be up on a platform. You don't have to be. You could just be sharing your vibration with everyone you meet. I feel like you have grand purpose. That's kind of what's coming in here. I feel like you see behind the veil. You understand. You welcome uncertainty as an opportunity for growth and be okay with not knowing. I feel like that's exact. Spirit is so on deck with this. Growth and potential. This is all for your growth and potential. I feel like you have made major headway in this life when it comes to this journey. Yes, because you trust the process. You trust divine and their timing. This is fantastic. I feel like Spirit is just saying, you are as on point as you believe you are. You might have others on the outside kind of judging you, your path, the way you show up, and it's odd to them. I feel like, I don't want to say that they don't have as deep a connection to Spirit as you do, but I feel like the way that you're showing up here is showing that the way you show up is super important and just as bright and beautiful as any other way. Yeah, there's something to be said. It's like, I don't know if people from the outside talk because you're this or because you're that. You might have alternate beliefs or a belief system that you follow that is not the norm or not what they follow, and so they assume that you must not be as connected to the light as they are. I'm here to tell you that that's not the truth. And they'd be really surprised. And I feel like someday when they, talk back and forth with Spirit, they'll realize that they maybe judged you harshly. But I do feel like there is so much here. This is amazing. I don't know. Should I cut it here? Nope. Charge ahead, embrace courage and determination, forging your path with confidence and readiness to overcome obstacles. I feel like this is just an obstacle along your path. The people who don't believe in you and don't believe in you as a person, allow them to do that. That has everything to do with them and literally nothing to do with you. You are a shining soul, a shining star, and you are pressing forward and you are handing out your light and you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You know that. I don't even need to tell you that. So Spirit's just letting you know, and I feel like Spirit's almost trying to say, don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you down that people can't see with clarity what you're creating or where your heart is, or what your path is. Look, when Spirit talks to you and connects with you, it's for you to know. This isn't a conference call. It isn't for everybody, right? They're not all on the conference call about what's right for you and where you're supposed to be going. So they're not going to be in the know. Let them stay on the outside. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. The way you're walking through your spirituality and your journey is absolutely beautiful. Big hugs to you. Keep shining. You're doing great things. And I feel like you are most definitely as connected as you feel you are. Yeah. I feel like if you need to step into a little bit of quiet to balance out after taking on too much, don't forget to do that. Continue to pour into yourself so you can continue to pour into the collective around you. Again, like I said, either on a very large scale or a smaller one, who you connect with on the outside. I'm seeing a spider web. So it's like wherever you give of yourself is going to benefit from your light and your energy. I really love it. You're in the divine flow. There's no question about that. We're going to drop it there. Beautiful energy. I love it. Spirit's just letting you know you are exactly where you think you are. There's nothing wrong with your choices and the path that Spirit has led you down. You're there for a purpose, for a reason. Nobody's path is supposed to look like anybody else's. If they have person one over here walking a certain path, to gather people on board over here, why then would they have you being a carbon copy of someone else? You're to reach a different audience, a different group of souls, right? So that little bit of difference that you have is meant for a certain group of people. So never worry about being different. I would say kind of worry about being too much the same as somebody else, because I feel like then you might be lacking in your authenticity as you move forward, right? So your uniqueness is what makes you the powerhouse that you are. So continue to explore that and become more of yourself as you move along the path. You are a beautiful soul and a very important one indeed. Okay, so we're gonna hop in here. Your initials and their initials. Let's see what we've got. Beautiful message. I would love to know the souls. If you feel comfortable enough and you resonated in the last reading, I would love it if you could introduce yourself down in the comments and let me know who you are. I love coming in contact with really amazing souls. If you feel comfortable enough, as always, right? Okay, let's see. Your initials, their initials, any other messages, Spirit? I hear lucky 13. So it's something about luck. I am seeing a black cat. So I feel like there is a certain amount of luck coming in. You might see a black cat in imagery. You could walk by one. I just feel like that might be a sign for someone that I just want to say a lot of luck is coming in vibrationally. Anything else? I hear do it, get to it. So it's like, I don't know if somebody's really excited to jump in and accomplish something. It almost kind of felt like a passion or a side hustle or I don't know, just something we're very passionate about, something fun, something we can, really indulge in. So a hobby that is very important or very close to the heart. I'm seeing all sorts of things. I saw something like building model airplanes. I saw something else. It was like baking in the kitchen. It's like my grandmother's recipes. And it's like all these sorts of things are coming through. I'm seeing somebody paint. I'm seeing somebody sketch. And I'm seeing somebody on the computer with like graphics. It's like whatever that is for you. I'm seeing stamps. And then I'm seeing something that looks like a scrapbook. It's like whatever that is for you, I feel like Spirit is saying indulge in that, jump into that. There might be something more for you there. I don't know if somewhere down the line somebody sees what you're doing and says that can be marketed in some way. You can make some money off of a gift or a talent. And I feel like I hear, do you really think so? It's like, this is just something I do because I love it. And it's like, you really think I can make money off of it? And I feel like this is something that is marketable in some way. I don't know if you create, like, say you are someone who builds model airplanes or things like that. And I'm seeing two people, like two generations of people working on like models. It's like, say that's you. And then you want to start creating your own. So you create your own so that way people can buy these models and build them with the ones they love, right? It's got something along those lines. It's like you find a way to make it marketable. Yeah, and then I hear mass production. So it's like, so you can actually sell something you've created. Something that brings joy to you, you want to bring joy to others. That's a really beautiful way to share something very heart-based. I really love that. Yeah, it could be you selling your art, whatever that is. Yeah, I just hear it provides joy. People are paying for joy, to bring joy into their lives. And I feel like it brings joy into yours because you're giving something that you created. Beautiful energy. I absolutely love that. I love when Spirit shows me like in the grander scheme of things, how it works. I was just seeing like a generational thing, and then it becomes something more, and then that gets passed down for generations. Really beautiful. Gorgeous energy. All right, what do we have, Spirit? What do we have for this gorgeous collective? Yep, there's that spider web again. Okay. I did mix these up very good in between, but that spider web is back. There's that luck. I told you that luck is coming in. I'm not surprised to see that clover or this clover. Big, big luck coming in. Definitely if you see a black cat, if you see, what is this? A dragonfly, a deer of some sort. I feel like that luck could be coming in for you, or a raven or a crow. I'm seeing different animals now, so it's like if you see these animals, it might be a telltale sign that luck is coming in for you, and in great abundance as well. I feel like there's some sort of a love connection. The key to love is through, I'm hearing, is through the community. So I don't know if it's like the way to someone's heart is to really engage with the people that they love. It's like if you can show that you fit in with the people that I love, then it's easier for me to fall in love with you. It's like, and then the community, if you can get the community to fall in love with you as a person, then it's going to be easier for me to fall in love with you. That's kind of what I'm getting. So I don't know if someone like wants to bring you around their friends or their family very early on to see what the dynamic is, to see how you fit. I feel like that's exciting to this person. It's like they feel a connection with you, so they want to see if the ones that they love can connect with you as well. This could be someone who has a child that would want to see how you and their child get along, and they might bring you in as a friend at first, so it's nothing too I want to say intrusive, right? So they bring you in as a friend, let you get to know their family, just to see how the dynamic is in order to figure out if they want to move it forward in some way. It's like, that's this person's, it's like, or if you get along with my dog, if my dog loves you, then you're good, right? It's that kind of energy. It's like, I have to see if you get along with the ones I love, right? Pets included. There could be some fast moving communication coming in. I feel like this is something else with this. Okay, this person could be a very stubborn person. And I feel like it's a good thing they are, because they don't want to take no for an answer. They definitely want what they want, and I feel like they want an opportunity with you. They'll be very clear in their fast moving communication about what they want. I hear I love you like a love song. So I don't know, that song could be significant. I feel like this person is really, really interested in you. Yeah, it's, that song just keeps playing in my head. I'll put it in the comments in the description with the timestamps, right? Yeah, I don't know if, you know, I feel, okay, I get it. I was like, why does this person need to be, I didn't want to say consistent, but persistent? And I feel like you might be a little shy. You might not be as open, and maybe you need someone who kind of takes the initiative, because it's like, maybe it takes a little while for you to feel comfortable. I don't feel like this person is going to be deterred by the fact that you're shy or that you're slow to open up. We get there in the end. Because I was thinking, why does this person have to be so, I don't want to say pushy, but insistent upon communicating with you? Because I was thinking, if you say no, then, you know, it should be a no. But I feel like you're not saying no. You are interested, but it's just, it takes you a while to warm up. And this person is consistent enough to keep showing up, because they really do have a thing for you. They really do want this to work. And so they're going to give it their best. I really love that. It's actually really cute energy. This person may also be the type of person that wants you to get to know the people around them, or wants to introduce you to the people that they love. It's like they think they'd love you too. This could be a lucky thing. All right, that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.